hey there. Welcome to my home and another edition of Line Showings with Marin. In this episode we'll be discussing Deathgrip Glove Co. Product Knowledge. Hey folks, I'm going to run you through some of the product knowledge and details about the Deathgrip Glove Co. line. First, I'm going to jump into a little bit about the brand, some of the history of the brand, and then we'll jump into some of the individual product details. So, Deathgrip Glove Co. as Deathgrip Glove Co. just launched last month on September 17th, officially the first day of Deathgrip being Deathgrip. So for the past 10 years, Deathgrip's actually been another brand called Handout Gloves. Great concept, just needed a little bit of tweaking on the branding, and so what we've seen over the last couple of seasons is some industry heavyweights have gotten involved on the back end in terms of the product design and the graphic design and the overall branding, and now we've seen that incarnate in Deathgrip Glove Co. So in addition to the heavyweights getting involved on the back end of things, there's been some important, snowboard cultural and like industry partners that have been gotten involved with the brand as well. We've seen it in the Baldface collab over the last few seasons. We've seen it in the 1910 glove coming for this season with Jamie 10 and Scope. We've got some other really cool collabs for this season, and there's more coming for next season as well. In addition to that, they've started adding team riders, so we've got Rebel Stoke Boy, Dustin Craven, who is on the team. He was out at Natural Selection rocking the Deathgrip gloves last season. A little preview on one of the collab pairs there. We've got Scott Blum on the team, Blum, sorry, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And then there will be, stay tuned because there's going to be also another pretty big team edition announcement coming for next season as well. So with that, that's all the preamble. We'll dive into some of the product details of the Deathgrip line. So the line's broken down into kind of 3 tiers. We've got the zombie tier, the werewolf tier, and the ghoul tier, and I'm going to jump right into those right now. So first up, we've got the zombie long cut. So there's a mitt version and a glove version as well. There are 2 colors of both for this season. So there's a black and then coffee or like dark brown, which I've got on right here. It's probably showing up black just based on the light in my apartment right now, but it is what it is. So the zombie long cut design is a longer cuff that's actually meant to be worn underneath the sleeve of your jacket. So it's a slimmer long cuff versus an over the jacket type of long cuff. With the zombie long cuffs, you've got a pass holder pocket at the top, and that's at the top of both sides, so you could theoretically, if you wanted to pass on one side and like credit card on the other, so you can ride walletless and still grab a beer and a burger at lunch. There you go. The beauty of the pass holder pocket is A, it's really easy when you roll up to the RFID machines, but B, like once that's on and under your sleeve for the day, because of the handout design, you can still use your hands, but you don't have to mess with how that fit with your glove and sleeve, the connection there. So that is, one of the key features. So when you're talking to customers, showing customers these, a lot of customers will probably tend to try and put it over the top of the jacket, but with this design, it's actually meant to roll underneath. So moving down the mitt, we've got the strangler strap. So the strangler strap, kind of twofold as far as function, is it gives you that nice fit right around the wrist, but it also acts as a strap to hold your glove or mitt open when you have them open. So that's only on the long cuff versions of the zombie, and then the long cuff versions of the werewolf, the strangler strap. Actually, sorry, it is on there, the shortcut zombies as well, so I lied. So yeah, really cool. That's one of the obvious features of the Deathgrip handout technology design, and which brings us to maybe the most obvious feature of Deathgrip is their Ripper Zipper and the handout technology. So this was what handout gloves, what the previous information was based off of, was that over-the-top zipper design that gives you full access to your hands. So whether it's taking photos, setting up cameras, writing emails from the chairlift, helping kids with zippers and snot rags and all the rest, safety meetings, whatever it is you're doing that you want to use access to your hands, it makes it really easy. You don't have to actually take the whole glove off your wrist. Pro tip for those who are selling the mitts: you can easily use this as a beer koozie. So you can use your hands to do other things, hold a beer hanging from your wrist while you, say, eat a burger, prepare for your safety meeting, whatever it is you're doing with your hands out. Obviously a little bit harder to do with the gloves, but if you're smoking, you can stuff your smokes in the fingers, and there you go. You've got the multifunction open hand out there as well. So yeah, easy, quick zips. You know, I use them for a variety of things. I mean, even just for venting. So I run warm, I ride on the coast. It doesn't get super cold here for most of the winter. So, you know, frequently I will open them up on the chairlift, just pop my hands out at the bottom of the run so I'm not making my gloves all sweaty and gross. Yeah, I mean, that's probably what I use them for the most. You know, other than that, you know, like if you are touring in cold places and you want to do a quick skin changeover, again, that makes it super easy. Again, if you have the ripper or the strangler strap, you can get that dangling part out of the way, easily use your hands quickly, and get them back in and cover up from the elements in very little time. So jump to the inside of the gloves and mitts, and this is a feature throughout the entire line, is there are hand warmer pockets. So right there we've got a mesh hand warmer pocket. So if you are running, or if you're someone that runs cold, or you are riding in a place that is colder than your normal, you can easily grab a pack of hand warmers, pop them in on the wrists of your gloves or mitts, and you'll have that extra warmth. The placement for those also was strategic. They're actually placed right over the top of the wrist, where your skin's the thinnest and it's closest to your blood, to your veins, which by extension closest to your blood. So with that hand warmer right there over that thinnest spot, it's going to warm the blood up going into your hands faster than if it was in other spots in your hand. And then jump into the inside of the gloves and mitts for this season, or for season 1 for Deathgrip. They've upgraded from what they were previously using for insulation, which was the Primaloft Silver, and they've upgraded that to Primaloft Gold, and they've upped the grams to 170 grams of Primaloft Gold insulation in the mitts and gloves. They also use the Hypora waterproof membranes, and yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. That's kind of like all right into the deep guts of the zombie long cut. So like I said, there's a few key sales features, and those really being that pass holder pocket, the strangler strap, obviously the handout technology with the ripper zipper, and then if someone's, again, concerned about being too cold, you do have those internal hand warmer pockets as well. So that's the zombie long cut. I'm gonna quickly grab the zombie shortcuts. So the zombie shortcut features all of the same things as the long cut, except no pass holder pocket. And that's really the only major difference on the long versus the shortcut. So this is just your kind of standard fit glove and mitt. Again, we'll be rolling two colors. There will be the black and then a dark coffee brown. The zombie shortcuts do feature the strangler strap still, so you still do have that functionality for holding your glove or mitt out of the way, even on that shorter cut. But that, again, that's only available on the long cut of the zombies, and then the short cut of the zombies, and the long cut of the werewolf series. But yeah, so yeah, that's zombie long cut and zombie short cut there. In the zombie series, we also have the first of our collab products. A few of our Canadian accounts have booked these, which is pretty rad. Supporting a cool spot like Baldface. Baldface was one of the first kind of big industry partners to get involved with then Handout, and then maintain that partnership moving into the future with Deathgrip as well. This was the Baldface Guide mitt, and it was called that because the Baldface guides were stoked when the boys showed up there with their Handout product, and I mean, the rest is history. They had a few good days of riding, everyone was stoked on the product, and they decided they wanted to get involved and design their own collab product there. So we've got the Baldface collab guide mitt for the 2024-25 season. And so with that, we are going to jump next into the Werewolf series. So I'm going to replace the pile of gloves and mitts in front of me with a different pile of gloves and mitts, and be right back. Okay, we're back with the Werewolf series gloves and mitts lined up. So, Werewolf series does share a lot of the same features as the Zombie series that we just saw, just a little bit different construction. So, I'm going to, again, start with a long cut, and then there are actually a few differences between the long cut and the short cut in the Werewolf series. So, starting with the long cut, I've got the green on. So we've got two different colors for this season. We've got the military green and we've got the black. Black, military green. And then, so yeah, let's just jump straight into the features. As with the other long cuts, we have the pass holder pocket, which again, super convenient for any of the resorts that have the RFID pass system. You just roll up, swipe your arm, and on you go. The Werewolf is going to be an over-the-cuff design. They are going to be a bigger cuff on the production ones that the shops have received than what I have on my samples here. So this is still a little thin, or a little slim for the over-the-cuff, but again, the ones arriving to shops will have some extra space there. So again, I guess the biggest difference, again, so between the price point of the Zombie and the Werewolf series is construction materials. So this has a combination of materials on the Werewolf, where we have the ripstop nylon with the leather palms. They are bomber leather palms. Deathgrip is run by a group of snowboarders, and snowboarders grab their boards. So they have designed the product to stand up to the rigors that we put our specifically our handwear through as snowboarders. Just, you know, both like just getting to the lift and then getting rad when we're getting down the mountain. So yeah, so we've got the combo. It does make for a bit of a lighter product from the... Okay, jumping back in. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Nancy the cat has joined us. This is the blanket that she has decided is hers. But getting back to the gloves and mitts. So, Werewolf long cut. We were going over sales features. So, we've got the pass holder pocket, we've got the strangler strap. So again, strangler strap gives you that nice kind of snugness at the wrist, but also acts as a strap to hold the glove or mitt open while you're doing whatever it is you're doing with your hands. Again, with the mitt version, very handy for holding a beer. And in my experience, that is a huge sales feature for a lot of people. But that's just me. But yeah, no, it's it holds in beer real easily. So keep that in mind. That if someone's kind of like, you know, humming and hawing on whether they want to give Deathgrip a go, you can point that out. And like I said, that seems to be kind of a deal maker for quite a few individuals. So yeah, going through the sales features, obviously. So we've got the ripper zipper and the hand-out technology, which again, real easy in and out for any number of things, whether it's using technology, helping kids, you know, whatever it is you need to do with your hands out, touring transitions, all the rest of it. And so that's kind of the it for the features on the outer of the Werewolf. Going to the inside again, as with the rest of the line, there is the internal hand warmer pocket holder. So if you have a customer who is concerned about running on the chilly side, you've got that in there, and again right over the wrist, so you have that warm blood flowing into the hand from the wrist, being warmed by the hand warmer. So both of the long cut mitt and long cut glove, same features, right? Pass holder pocket, strangler strap, ripper zipper. You've got the nylon ripstop and leather palms. So that is the Werewolf long cuts. Jumping into the Werewolf short. So when we get to the short, we lose the strangler straps. That's really the main difference here, is you don't have that extra strap to hold the glove or mitt open while you're using it. It's just going to dangle there. Other than that, and obviously you don't have the long cuff, so you don't have the pass holder pocket on the shortcut. But other than that, you do have the same features. You've got the high pour waterproof lining, you've got the 170 gram Primaloft Gold insulation, you've got the ripper zipper with handout technology, and then the internal pass holder pocket. So it's a very clean and solid little package, and yeah, it's for, you know, for those people who don't want the long cuff design. So and then we get into the other kind of big collab for this season was the 1910 glove. This turned out to be a more premium version of the Werewolf, so it's based on the Werewolf design, but it's a full leather version because that's what Jamie Lynn wanted. So on the left one, which I have, you've got the 1910. On the other one, we'll have the DGGC logo over the Deathgrip Glove Co. Over the knuckles. So you have that, you know, like biker tattoo style knuckle hits, and with the skulls. And yeah, so like the other Werewolf gloves, again, ripper zipper, handout technology, again with the internal hand warmer pocket, and then again with the Hypora waterproof lining and 170 gram Primaloft Gold insulation. And again, grab the Werewolf series mitts. So like the gloves, I have all of the same features, just mitt version. So again, no pass holder pocket because it's the shorter version, no strangler strap because it's the shorter version. It is again a nylon ripstop with a nice beefy leather palm. Got the ripper zipper with handout technology and internal hand warmer pocket, and then of course Hypora waterproof lining and the 170 gram Primaloft Gold insulation. And that is the Werewolf series for this coming season. So I'm going to again reorganize the pile of gloves in front of me, and then we'll be right back. Okay, and then so last on the Deathgrip Glove Tour is the Ghoul series. So the Ghoul series is the lightest and least expensive of all of the Deathgrip options. They are non-insulated, but they do have the Hypora waterproof lining in them now. So I would like them to like the weight of like, you know, what we used to call like pipe gloves or pipe mitts, but they do have the waterproof lining. So you know, I think for a spot like Vancouver here on the coast, like where I ride, this would be really good for a lot of days because it's not going to overheat in it. It's going to keep you dry, and you of course still have access to your hands with the handout technology design. So as I show off these mitts, we get to the last two of the collabs for this season. So the one I have on is the Melody Perot collab.
So hot right now.
The close up there, pretty rad palm on that too. So yeah, we got sirens. It's exciting. Yeah, so Melody Pro, she's actually a Canadian illustrator. She's based out of Quebec, and yeah, if you don't know about her, check her out. She makes some pretty cool art, and I'm stoked that the Deathgrip guys were able to link up with her for a mitt for this season. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I think that's pretty rad, and they turned out great. And then on the other side here, we have the Slush Magazine collab. So if you follow Slush, you may have seen they were doing a giveaway. I think that just ended a couple days ago. So hopefully you got in on it, and if not, I guess pay more attention. I don't know. So yeah, Slush is, you know, snowboard magazine. We've got the Spider Slush Palm, and yeah, all of the same features as the Melody mitts. So we'll jump into those sales features again. So this is the most basic of the products that Deathgrip makes. So again, no insulation, but it does have the Hypora waterproof lining. You do have the ripper zipper to give you the handout technology. And then even though you don't have the insulation, you do still have the hand warmer pocket on the inside. So again, that makes it a really versatile mitt or glove if you're rocking the glove version, because even though it's not insulated, you do have that ability to warm up your hands a little bit more than just the mitt or glove on its own. And again, just super easy in and out, super easy access to your hands for whatever it is you're doing. Again, if you're rocking the mitt version, this is just, it's a great beer holder. It is. And that's, I think, worth pointing out. So for the mitts, we have melody, the black, or the slush, and then just straight black, and then the black has a ghosted out spiderweb palm and the Deathgrip logoing on the top. For the glove version, we have a black and a camo. Give it a close up on those, and the black and the camo again, both rocking the spider print palm, and again same features as the mitts. No insulation, but you do have the high pour waterproof lining, and again you do have the hand warmer pocket in there just on the inside over the wrists, so you are able to warm up those hands a bit more if you do get a chilly day and this happens to be all you brought. So again, it's like a super versatile, it's a really accessible price point, and yeah, I think these are going to be banger. And then last but not least, we have kind of like the Ghoul .2. So they're calling it the Ghoul Decon. And again, these are just even the most basic products in the line in that they don't have the zip. So this is the first foray into non-zip handwear for the Deathgrip crew. But again, really solid little package. You have no insulation, but you do have the high pour waterproof lining, and then these ones don't have the hand warmer pocket because you don't have the zip access to be able to do that easily on the inside of the glove or the mitt. They are still pretty rad looking. I think they did a really good job with those. So in the mitt you have the white and the black, and both of them have a poppy colored spider web grip on the palm, and then there is a black glove version as well, again with the purple spider print grip on the palm. And with that, that's Deathgrip glove line. So yeah, you know, I'm stoked. I hope you guys are stoked. I hope your customers are also stoked. Yes, that's 3 stoked in a row. That is how stoked I am. So with that, I'm clearly running out of awesome things to say. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about Deathgrip, I am very much available. I'd be happy to answer any questions, or yeah, generally raise the hype. But again, like, I think this is a pretty rad little line, and there's really awesome things happening on the back end. There's exciting things happening as we look forward to next season and the next line. There is a pretty big announcement that's going to happen as far as another individual who is joining the, well, I guess we'll call it the Deathgrip Collective at this point. Yeah, so again, stay tuned. I'm excited, and I think this is a cool entry into the snowboard scene. So I'm excited for the launch of Deathgrip, and for your customers to get to see what all the new products about. So thanks for spending some time with me. Thanks for checking out the fantastic video PK, and yeah, hopefully we get to shred some laps this season. So with that, I'll let you all get back to whatever it was you were doing.